很乱哦。这个睡觉的地方啊，你们可以看啊，
你们有孩子吗？
有啊，一男一女很少过去上来。我觉得这个岛会越来越少人了，实话讲，因为老的哈，一个一个走了。那年轻人要来，你叫他，他也不大他不适合这样的环境。
你觉得应该保存这个岛的环境吗？
你保存你，除非是公园去保存上来，因为我们这些老的一个一个走，可能年轻也是不会回来的了，不会回来的。应该嘛，应该的，不会讲伤心。你在这个岛上，你没有的，好像没有的发展这样了。你就死死干这样的一天过一天啦。他出去外面有机会，他都可以发展这样了。
Actually, I'm a caretaker of this house.
Oh, this one.
Yes, I'm a caretaker.
Can I get your name?
My name is Kobe Chu. Sometimes I ask some of my nephew to come help.
So you live.
Too boring, quiet. You know, before got 4,000, about 4,600 over people before.
When you were young.
Yeah, when I was young. So now less than 30 people, I think it's so quiet. I hope the MPARK will allow them to come and stay. Those fruit you can't finish, right? When we smash it and then just put in the pot.
Yes, aloe vera. Aloe vera.
Here is a Dr. Pulau Ubin, because the minister they concerned about mental health. So this island really can heal the people who are very stressed. I saw so many people came here, the auntie, the uncle, and the young people, they very stressed. So they came here about 2 to 3 hours. Once they came out, I saw them also, so joyful, so fresh. So I think this is a battery charger, Pulau Ubin battery charger.
What's that one thing that keeps you coming back? I feel that there's not much to develop in terms of commercial sense. I think it should be preserved as a heritage of Singapore. I think it brings us back to where we came from. At least for me, I feel that being here, it's very different from the mainland. It's more homely. It's a kampong feel, and I think I would like this to be here when my kids are born as well. I think we are all brought up to be like city boys with all the shopping malls and our eateries, amenities right at our doorstep. So I think here will be a very different change of pace from the mainland, and I don't see myself moving here anytime soon.
CSYE。
哦，CSYE SEE。
很少人啊，因为交通太不方便了。如果你有儿子哦，你早上要去读书是搭不到船的，每天要包船的，48块。
是因为孩子就搬去
啊，不是孩子啊，本来有这样想法的啦，多数人都是搬出去的，啊，因为这边实况没有了，就是没有工作了，已经开实况了。没有期望了，讲了也是白讲啊。这个政府要做什么，他们已经拟定好了啊。
可是如果你有的选，你觉得它保存这种的？
它是会保存啊，但是它怎样改我们就不知道了。好像我们在这边做是3年呢。
哦。
啊，他董事3年后他不给你，你就是回家
没办法
啊，就没办法了啊。